friends. Hello friends, can you hear me? Hope you are able to see me. I'm just checking my connection. Hello friends, so first time I'm doing this YouTube live streaming, so please excuse me for any discomfort. So just we will wait for some time, let folks join. So still like we have 1 minute to go. So purposely I have come 5 minutes before just to check if everything is alright. So again, thank you so much those who have joined. So once you join, please do comment so that I can get the confirmation that everything is going smoothly. So purposely I have come YouTube live at this time so that like parents are mostly free on Sundays. So I'm thinking to have this on a regular basis. So we'll try to decide the date and timing also, days on which day is convenient. I will take a random view from every parents and then we'll decide on which day I shall go live for everyone. So if you are watching my video, request you to please type in the chat box that you are able to hear me and view me so that I can get the confirmation. So by the time everyone is trying to join, so would like to tell you all that this session is for mainly Q&A session, and the parenting tips also I will be going to give few tips. And this session will be in both language, English as well as Hindi. So mostly I will try to talk in English so that the people who are the parents who are around the world, they can also understand this, and they can also get the benefit of this session. And in most of the India, also in the southern part of India, people like to hear English, so that's why I will try to mainly speak in English, but wherever needed I will speak in Hindi also. So in comment also you can mention that if you find, if you really wish to hear in English, then I will stick to English or Hindi as per the audience. Alright. So good evening everybody. Still waiting. I'm just sending message in my WhatsApp community. So if you have not joined WhatsApp community, I would request you all to join WhatsApp community and take the benefit of this. These kind of sessions I keep on posting and conducting. Please, I would request everyone to forward this message to your WhatsApp community as well, so that most of the parents would get this message. Meanwhile, I am also trying to pass on the message in my community. So, let me please comment when you join so that I can come to know that you have joined. Alright, so I think we shall begin the session. I'm just trying to share my screen. Just, just message me once you are able to see one image I am sharing now. Image, are you able to see? Thank you, Jayesh. Hare Krishna. Thank you for joining. So, are you able to see one image I have shared? Okay. Okay, thank you so much for your confirmation and thank you for joining. Mhm. I would request everyone to please comment so that I can go ahead smoothly. So this is the first time I am doing the live streaming. So thank you so much for joining. So let me begin with this top 5 parenting tips today I'm going to share with you all. So the first one is discovering your child's strength. So every parent must follow this. Okay, these tips are kind of very important tips, and there is no as such age limit that these tips which I'll be going to talk about will be applicable for certain age group. No, it will be applicable for like if kids are growing like beyond 2 years, 3 years, then they start cultivating new habits. Correct. So for them it is needed, to follow these tips and apply these tips to get the proper benefit. Mhm. So the first one is discovering your child's strength. So we as a parent, like we know better our child, correct, because we are spending a lot of time with them. So I remember like when I go to PTM, parent teacher meeting, their teacher always says that we just spend 3 hours, 4 hours with children, but as a parent you are spending more time, so you know your child better than us. That kind of thing I hear from teachers. So this parenting tip, so I would like to tell you that I am also a parent of two children, and I know how how is the parenting and how tough parenting is. So I have spent quality time, through uh, going through lots of videos and studying, going through books also I read, to understand like how I can become a good parent. Because when child when we have become parent, so as a parent our age is also same age of a child. When child comes in this world, then only we become parent. So our our parentship and child's child, both our age is same only, so we are also new in that. So we have not like undergone any training sessions how to do parenting and all, no? So that's why like purposely, because that child doesn't know much, correct, we know much and we can explore the things, and we can learn these things, parenting. So parenting is nothing but it is an art, so we have to learn this art, and when we spend time, then only we will learn. Otherwise what will happen, child will be going to grow. If it is not like when you will not learn this parenting tip, then you will not be able to raise your child. No, you will, that child will grow automatically with god grace, but when you will become a good parent, then you can inculcate good habits in your child, because you know what is better for him. Because as a child, he doesn't know what is good for him. So whatever you teach him, her or her, they will learn that. So as a parent, it is our responsibility to teach properly, mm, to give good knowledge to children. Okay. So I can see Anuradha also joining. Thank you so much for joining. So please be ready with your questions also. So mostly I will be spending quality time in answering questions also, and I will keep taking these kind of sessions now at least once a week, so that I can come online with you all. And because already that like we always have lack of time, so, and it is very difficult to call everyone or entertain everyone on one basis. So this is good platform I find, where like I can come along with many parents can come, and they can pose their questions in the chat box, and I can answer. Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you. So The first tip is discovering your child's strength. So every child has a unique thing, correct? So that we have to find. We have to focus on his or her strength, not weaknesses. Every child have both strength as well as weakness, but we should not. Uh, so we should not focus on only weakness. Generally, what happens? Parent focus on their weak, no? And they try. It is good to focus on weak, but you should not give more importance to the weaknesses. Otherwise, child will become kind of a, he will think that he always like parent is not appreciating, parents are not appreciating, they are only finding my weaknesses and only they are scolding me, shouting on me, like that kind of mental mental talk will start happening in child's mind. The child will never say to you that why you are shouting on me. But nowadays child say like that, why you are shouting. But at our time, we were kind of uh, very afraid of speaking in front of our parents. Our parents, like I can tell that my father used to just broaden his eyes, and I just make myself I mean hide myself from him. So I was not daring to speak in front of him the way nowadays children are speaking. So definitely we have to now deal with them differently. What my father has applied trick, that I can't apply to my children now, you know, because it is kind of a 30 years gap. Now generation has changed, so we have to learn that. Otherwise what will happen, my father, the father was applying some kind of a trick which he might have learned from his father, huh? But same trick will not work now. So what kind of a trick will work now, that we have to learn. So we have, for that we have to spend time. huh? so so discover the child's strength. How your child, you know in which area he is good, that you have to find. And how will you find that? When you will spend time with your child. Generally what happens nowadays, we as a parent don't spend much time with the children. We give more importance to our work, correct, and we give more importance to our friend circle. uh, so that kind of things we are doing, so we are hardly spending quality time with our children. So we have to spend some time with them, then only we will come to know about the strength of our child. Once you will come to know the strength, then you have to give them some kind of you have to attach them with some kind of a training, special training for that strength, to make that strength more stronger, you know that you have to do. So first of all, you have to spend time with your children, then you will come to know the child's strength, correct. So that is the important thing. And every child has a unique strength. So we have to focus on that. We should not focus on their weaknesses, and we broad that weakness, and we just focus on their weakness, and we keep on yelling on them that why you are doing this, why you are not following this. And for example, like uh, weakness, we can say that our child is not properly studying. He is not spending quality time for studying. So this happens nowadays. I, as a parent, I can relate this. So what we have to do, we have to find out in which area he is finding himself more comfortable or herself more comfortable. So we have to promote her or him, that okay, if you are not liking study for now, please spend some time in music. Na? If child's interest is in music, So give them some instrument and check which instrument he is playing well, or which kind of nowadays like children are learning from YouTube, and reels, they are learning many things, dance they do. So promote them. If they are showing interest, promote them, send them in the classes of such. Some child might interested in chess, like send them. So after that, when they will spend their time there, and they will kind of gain some knowledge, and their mind start working, you know and they will become good in studies also. It is not like they will not be going to study. So we have to understand this. So if they are not studying now, it doesn't mean that they will not study in future. That will not be going to happen. Nowadays children are scoring 98, 99%. So they are more knowledgeable and more serious than us, I would say. Huh? So they will be going to study for sure. Huh? And but if in case if they are not able to score good mark, please don't criticize them. Appreciate them in which in any of area. If they are doing good, appreciate them. So that also point will come. So we have to discover the child's strength first thing. So for that we have to spend time with them and focus, give more focus on the strengths initially. Okay. And for weakness, just give them such a task that their weakness should get converted into their they can overcome that weakness. Give that kind of a positive task instead of saying them you are not good in this. No, it takes hardly a fraction of second or 1 minute to tell them that you are not doing good. But if they are not doing good, it is our mistake that they are not doing good. Okay. So for that we have to first calm down ourselves, because what we do, we generally lose our temper, huh? And we yell on them. This is because we are not able to do better. So our frustration we remove on them, huh? So that is bad thing. ठीक है. तो हमको करना क्या है कि, yeah, Jayesh is saying now this generation kids take us for granted. They are not afraid of us. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I will talk on this. Okay, so I will talk on this later. So and praise and rewards more. ना? We have to praise our children that if they are doing something good, ना, तो हमको क्या करना चाहिए, उनको थोड़ा प्रेज करना चाहिए. Yes, you are doing nice. Yes, very good. And give them some kind of gifts if they are doing really out of box thing. If they do, then please give them some kind of goodies, so that they will keep on doing that thing, you know because we want them to do good things, right? To bring good from them, you have to give them something. Hmm? It is kind of a bribe only, I would say. You have to bribe them to do the best, because now they are kids, no? So it is not like a bribing, but it is just like if we want them to do good, so we can bribe them because they are doing good, no? So we can give them some kind of gifts, like and gift is also something like should be useful for them, not randomly you bring anything, give them some color box or uh, some kind of a mental game. uh, by playing that game, they can become mentally more stronger. That kind of gifts also you can give them if they are doing something best or better. uh. So that way, that will motivate him to continue doing that. uh. I will tell you one story on this. So once what happens, one uh, yeah, Anuradha, they didn't listen to us. This is a common problem, and you should accept it. It's a normal. No? So don't get panic on this. So nowadays children don't listen, and we as a children also, we think that we हम लोग जैसे सुनते होंगे, but no, as a children they have their mindset ना, so they use that mindset and do the things. So so it is natural that they will not going to listen us, but we have to inculcate that kind of a techniques, so that they can listen to us. They should listen to us. So we have to develop that kind of parenting, tips, and through tips and techniques, how I can make them listen me. So that you have to learn. All right, for that only, for that purpose only I am here, to make you understand. So this session is not for children, this session is for parents, no? So as a parent, what you have to do, so that they can listen to you. All right, so I will try to talk more I'll try to see if I can cover on that, but definitely I will take something, give you some tips on that. And you keep watching my videos, you know so as I said, I will try to take such sessions at least once a week. Mm, okay, so that I can give more parenting tips. So it is not that in one day I will give you full tips. It will be very difficult for me, but as like you are asking questions, so definitely I will answer your question. Thank you for posting your questions. I would request other parents also, please post your questions. Mm. So yeah, so praising and rewarding. If children is doing good, if your child is doing good, please reward them, give them some goodies. So they will keep on continuing that thing. So yeah, so I was about to tell you one story. Once what happens, daughter of a parent. So what he saw that her daughter was always polishing her shoes and going with shining shoes in the school. So he was very happy that by herself she is polishing shoes and going to school. So 1 year passed. So in next year he saw she is not polishing her shoes. So he asked his daughter that why you're not polishing your shoes. Your shoes used to shine like anything. So why have you stopped polishing your shoes? What happened? So she said that now my new class teacher doesn't appreciate me, doesn't give me praising words. So she used to say that your shoe always shine. She was giving example in school. My past teachers, like she was in third standard, so that time her teacher was giving kind of praising her in front of whole class, that see, this girl's shoes is always shining, like that she used to tell to all children. So it was, and she was always saying this. So that's why I was shining, keep my shoes shining. So see what we have learned from this story, that we have to praise our children if we want them, if we want to see good things. If we want to see our child doing good thing. Otherwise, if we will not appreciate them, they will stop doing that thing. So that is why appreciation is very important. Praising your child is very important. It is not only applicable for child, it is applicable for us also as a parent. So if you are a kind of, if you are a wife or if you are a husband, now we have to praise our partner if they are doing something good, so they will keep on doing that good. If we will not praise them, then they will stop doing that thing. So what they would think, that this is not good, or or my husband is not liking, that's why he's not praising. So this is not whatever tip, like this tip which I am giving, it is applicable for everyone, not only for child. Hmm. So this tip is applicable for everyone. We have to always appreciate uh, a child, or our husband or wife, or partner, or our friends. If they are doing something good, we have to praise them, so they will keep on doing that. Okay, so that is one thing. So third one is, okay, so please bring this in your practice, praising and rewarding. So then they will come to know that I am doing good. Otherwise, how will they come to know? No? If you will award them, then they will think, that they will keep in mind that yes, I had done this good job, for that I had got this good gift. So I will keep on doing best things, because my mother will award me, my father will award me. So for that they will do good. Hmm. I remember once one of Mataji, she used to tell that when she was a child, so she used to go to temple with, along with her mother. And when she was doing kind of a masti, then her mother used to say her that, you please, now she was in kind of a Bhagavatam class in the temple. So her mother used to say that, if you will try to by heart the shloka, then I will give you gift. Okay, I will give you some chocolates or some kind of sweets, which was favorite to her. Then that mother, then that daughter used to recite that shloka in whole 1 year, sorry, in whole 1 hour class. She used to by heart that shloka. So her task was just to by heart that shloka. So that kind of thing that mother started for her daughter. So, and the result of that, she was very quiet in the class, because she was trying to memorize that shloka, because she was not able to understand what the preacher is preaching, what the preacher is preaching. So she was not able to understand, but she was able to memorize that shloka. And the result is, she was able to recite so many shlokas. And we will see the benefit of that as well, how it is beneficial to recite shloka on daily basis. So currently, like, I am conducting Bhagavad Gita sessions also, from 10 to 10:30, so you can join. This is specially for parents actually, because Bhagavad Gita is a kind of a scripture or book, which is kind of a condensed book, and it is kind of condensed of all scriptures in very nicely Krishna has spoken. So that we have to first learn it, then only we will tell our children how beneficial it is. If we as a parent will not study Bhagavad Gita, then how we can, convince our children that this is very important for you first. So for that, you have to first take one step to learn Bhagavad Gita. you know. Then only you will be able to tell your child how important Bhagavad Gita for you. So that is why purposely I am conducting this Bhagavad Gita session for every parents. Please do join. If you are not able to join in live Zoom classes, please watch my videos when you get time. You will learn a lot of things. And for children also, I give many tips there, so children also can hear those sessions, because it is said in recently, like we are in third chapter, and recently we have finished one shloka wherein Krishna says that this knowledge has to be given to the children in very tender age. Like when child crosses 6 years, 7 years, now we have to start making them read Bhagavad Gita, that way. तो हम लोग को उनको बचपन से ही देना है, तो बचपन से जब देंगे तो वो लोग उसको सीरियसली लेंगे ना। नहीं तो क्या होगा, जब बच्चा आपका 18 साल का हो जाएगा, देन इट विल बी वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू कन्विंस देम दैट यू शुड रीड भगवद गीता. Nowadays you already know how our education system is. No? Our education system, they like we have portion like our ancestors were monkeys. No? That kind of thing we have learned in our school. No? So children will not understand. They will get confused when they will become 18 years old. They will be totally kind of a science. What science is, they will believe that. They will not take this spiritual for spiritual things in their life. They will not take it. But when we will give them from childhood, then they will accept it. And they will learn the life skills also, because school doesn't teach life skills, how to overcome anxiety, how to overcome hypertension. These things they never teach. They just teach how to memorize, because our whole education is nothing but just by hearting the question. And whatever we learn in school, hardly we implement in our life. Correct. So that is why what is important for us, the manual which we have got from Krishna. That manual, as like we have manuals for fridge, for washing machines, same kind of a manual we have got as a human being, which is Bhagavad Gita. That's why purposely I am promoting Bhagavad Gita. I will create more such small videos also to to have this kind of knowledge, or what we can say, uh, the importance of Bhagavad Gita, so that people will take it seriously. Otherwise, no one will take it seriously, because now everyone is running after money. No? How I can make more money. So every parent also just doing that. So I would request, please request you all that please read Bhagavad Gita and find your purpose of life. What is your purpose of this very life? Okay, so now let me move on to next. So constant support. So our child needs support also. And who will give support? Somebody else will not support. Huh? From outside, nobody will be going to support him. As a parent, we are also not getting any kind of a support from anyone. But I am trying to give you support. So please don't feel that you are alone. I am here. Whatever support you need from my end, even I am telling this to all my students also, that I am kind of your mentor, your friend, your well-wisher. Anytime if you come across any issues, any kind of you need any kind of suggestions, please feel free to call me or mail me or WhatsApp me. I am readily available. So now, like, kind of I have dedicated my life for this, and I will keep on doing these things. No, I will try to keep on doing this thing whole whole of my life. So as a parent, I need your support also for this kind of join my communities and spread my words to everyone, so that all parents get the benefit of this. Okay. So constant support means, if your child is doing something wrong, yeah, so you should not shout on them. If they have got less marks in their exams, don't uh, punish them. Support them, give them support. But try to tell them differently that how important for you is to score good marks, and just try to understand what problem he is facing. There is no as such problems which cannot be resolved. every problem has a solution. So we have to find the solution why our child is scoring less mark, whether he is not able to concentrate, whether he is not able to focus, or whether he is not able to by heart the answer. So that you have to find it, and you have to start working on it. If if he is not able to, or she is not able to focus or make a concentration, then what you have to do, you have to indulge them in meditation. Ask them to chant Om. I have created many videos on this, so you can check my videos also. I will try to post those videos in description. Maybe tomorrow you will find that. So that kind of things you have to teach them, to overcome that. Okay. And many things, like child might be facing any kind of a issue that nobody is talking to him or her in school, because children are kind of they talk with them who is more talkative. So children love to talk them, but if somebody is kind of an introvert, so children don't talk to them much. So what happens, our child start thinking that nobody is talking to me, I am sitting alone, and then they don't like to go to school also. So that is a problem. So we have to understand why he is doing so, or why he is introvert. So we have to try to work on that, how we can make them from introvert to extrovert, so that he can start talking to his friends or her friends. So that way we have to support them, constant support. It is not like one day you have given support and next day you have removed the support. Not like that. Continuously we have to support our child. Yeah? So whatever, if he is telling something, patiently we have to hear it. Because he has a problem. That's why he is talking to us. He's asking to us. He's coming to us. If we will not respond seriously, sincerely, then he will never come to us with that problem again. He will never come with any problem in his life to us, because he knows that my father or my mother will be going to shout on me if I will go with problem. So that's why we have to support them. We have to understand them. We have to keep ourselves in their shoes and answer. Okay. So that way they will like it, and they will respond it nicely, and they will do better. When they will find support, they will do kind of a more than 100%, which they might be doing 20-30%. So all of a sudden it will increase to 100%, because they will think that somebody is supporting me, somebody is behind me. That kind of support we have to give them. And also, so constant support this, and we have to make them believe that God is there. God is there to support you. So that is why we have to introduce Krishna to them, God to them. If you are not following Krishna, any God which you follow, please give them. If you are from different religion, please attach your child to your religion God, so that they will be connected with the God. And we are not permanent here, correct? We don't know till how long we live in this world. So if we will introduce them with the God, then they will always keep on getting strength from the God, because God has unlimited strengths, all qualities unlimited. So they keep on withdrawing or drawing strength or whatever they need from God when they will associate with God. So that's why we have to introduce them with God also, with scriptures. That is why it is very needed. For us also it is needed, because we as a parent also need support. Okay, so from where we will get support? From scriptures we will get support. From God we will get support. Everyone thinks that I should have one godfather, correct? That in office also we think that we should have some godfather, so that I will not get stuck in any point of time. I will keep on getting support from my godfather in office, kind of who is very supportive to us. We always find support in any situation. We have our friends also to support us in case like we need any kind of help. Then we call to whom? We call our friends. Please, I'm in trouble. Please help me. Right? Friend comes. So if we don't have friends, we don't have support, what will happen? We will uh, become depressed. No? That I don't have any friends, I don't have any support. Yes, sir. So next point is, so that is why we have to provide constant support. Keep on supporting your child. He is not somebody else. You're not so going to. He's uh, he has come from our body. He is our son or daughter. So if we will not support them, whom we will support? So we will not be able to support anyone if we are not supporting our child. So first support your child. Okay? Positive affection. Positive attention. 1 minute, let me check. I am seeing it little small. So 1 minute. Let me just download this pic. Yeah, positive attention. Positive attention. Positive attention means what? We have to give attention to them. We have to give. Hi Fukran, thank you for joining. Thank you for your comment. If you have any questions, please feel free to post. I will try to answer. Thank you so much. So, positive attention. So what is positive attention? So attention means we have to give them, we have to hear them, we have to listen to them. What your child is telling to you. Generally, what happens? We keep on seeing our mobile. Child is saying something. Okay, okay, yes, yes. We are not attentively hearing them. So what they will think, that father is not hearing me. He is just nodding his head and going away, and he is not listening to me. No? Because they have lot of stories in their mind. It is going on because they are getting connected with many objects, many things. They are now getting connected and getting they are learning something. No? So for example, like if child is just 3 years old or 2 years old, they take every object. They take potatoes, onion, or any brinjal, or anything, any objects lying on the floor, they take it, and they sense it. So we should not remove from their hand. Let We have to let them feel that object because they are feeling it. They are trying to understand what this object is. No? So we have to give them, let them feel what that object is. Okay, so that they will have kind of a relation with that, because now we have five senses. No? So we have to give such a task to our children so that they can utilize all their senses. For example, if child is like 3 years old, so what that child is doing, that child is taking potato in his hand or her hand and feeling it. So touch sense is playing role here. That touch sense, so he will remember that, oh, this is potato, like that. So 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 we have to give such kind of task to our child where more than 2 3 senses gets utilized, so that that thing will uh, be remembered for longer period of time. That is why in India, like our parents used to tell that you should write down the things, correct? So when we write down, what happens? Our touch sense, our eyes, sometimes our ears, everything gets involved, and we keep remembering those things for longer period of time ना, हम लोग इतना जल्दी बोल नहीं जाते. Why? Because our more senses have been involved in that activity. No? So we have to think of such activities, so where like touch plays a role, no? Or smell, or ears, no? Listen something, they should listen something. So that way, if more senses will be applied, then that knowledge will be remembered for longer period of time. And what is positive attention? Same thing, like hearing your child attentively, what your child is saying. Don't do any other work when your child is speaking. Otherwise, he will, in her or his mind, they will think that father will never listen me. Then they will never tell you anything because you are not listening to her. Okay, so that is why we have to give them time, the positive attention. Okay, and if you don't have time, generally what happens nowadays, we are working from home and child comes and say we want this, we want that, and that time only they, if some call is going on, that time only they start doing something strange thing, uh, to grab our attention, and we are in the call and doing something, but they want to disturb us during that time only. I have personally felt this. No? So that time we have to request them, and we should not shy in call that my child is. We have to tell them upfront that yes, my child is saying something. So let me just hear, and I will come back, because we are working from home. So they also understand, correct? And always family comes first. So we have to tell them that please wait, I will just check the need of my child and come back and join the call. No? We have to be very clear on this. We should not, generally what we do, shh, shh, like that, shh, shh, don't say, don't say, don't, you keep quiet, like that we do. No? So we have to tell in the call that please wait, my child wants to say something, let me hear, I will join in 2 3 minutes, like that. They can hold it, they can wait it. Okay, and hear your child, and tell your child that I am an important call, I will talk to you after half an hour, please give me some time. Okay, by the time you do this, give them some activity, so they will be engaged in that activity, like that you can do. Huh? Okay, and the last point is never give up. No? You should never give up. Uh, Whatever you are doing, because we are also learning. The way child is learning, same way we are also learning. So in this process, we should never give up. Never give up means you should not lose your temper. Giving up means what? We say bad word to our child. We scold them, and we give up, like he will not going to listen me, so I shall keep myself dumb, I will not speak anything to this guy, to this child, like that. We should never give up. It is totally normal if your child is not listening, it is totally normal. If kind of, if monkey, correct, if monkey will not jump from tree to tree, then that monkey is ill. Correct, that monkey is, so it is natural that monkey will jump from one tree to another tree, then only we will say that this monkey is normal. Okay, so that is how our child, if he is not listening, uh, so we have to politely, and we have to tell them, uh, I can understand this is a kind of a painful task, if child is not listening, so it is really very painful. So now I am just trying to answer Anuradha question. Hmm. Okay, so to make them listen to us, what we have to do, we have to give them some kind of a task. Nowadays children are task based. That is what my personal experience. Now when I give them task, they just get themselves involved in that task. Now, they don't do anything else. Okay, if we are giving them to make a drawing of so and so thing, they get involved in that, and during that time they don't do uh, any other thing. So that is kind of positive thing. So it means they are listening to you, no? They are listening to you, what you said, and they are making drawing, correct? So you, when you are telling something, it should be sensible. You should not say that, hey, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. So if you say don't do that, then child will do more that thing only. Correct? So we have to tell them what child has to do. Okay, you should do that, you should do drawing, you should write a table from 1 to 10. Now you should write, if a child knows 1 to 10, give them 11 to 20, like that. We have to give them some task, because nowadays childs are task based. If we give them task, then they will take it seriously and they will do that task with full of their concentration and focus. No? So that is one way. You should not say don't do that, don't do that, and then start complaining that my child is not listening. No? So this is not right. First you have to give them some task. If your child is not doing that task, and also you have to give them the task which is kind of his interest area. Okay, and if something is not his or her interest area, then you have to give them easy task of that area which is tough for them, or it is not. If that area is not liked by your child, so you have to give them small task of that area. You know? So we can give like cleaning thing, any task you give, cleaning room, and folding their dresses, you know, and keeping neat and clean their desk where they study. That kind of small task you can give. So that way they will learn a lot. Okay, so hope Anuradha, now you have got the answer. And Jesh is asking how to reduce their screen time. Yeah, this is also a major problem. Screen time, it's a very major problem, because as a parent I can also understand. Nowadays they are indulged in watching reels, and watching mobiles, and again in TV they watch different kind of cartoons. uh. So actually we are responsible for this. When they were kind of a 3 4 years old, then we used to give them mobile. At least he will keep silent for some time. Correct, it was our fault actually. We had given them, and now they have become very addicted to the phones. But now we have to take a step actually. Huh? We have to tell them that this is not good for you. Very seriously talk to your child that this is not good for you. You are not able to concentrate because of this, and because of this you will not be able to score good marks. Uh, we have to make them scare actually of what are the bad things about. And again you have to ask them, you can give them task. Now if your child is like in fourth or fifth standard, give them task to bring out what are the demerits of watching TV and watching mobiles. So they will go and bring out lot many points. Nowadays children are very smart. Give them this task and let them bring some points, and when they will speak that, by seeing this I lose my concentration, my eyes will go bad. Then like I was not able to concentrate, and that kind of thing. I will not be able to think much because of this. So that kind of thing they will speak from their mouth, and then they will realize it, how bad this mobile for me. Then they will stop using it. And you can remind them also that what you have said yesterday or 1 week back, how bad mobile or TV for you. So they will they will just go away from their TV, or they will switch off watching mobile or TV like that. Uh, that way we can handle this. And we cannot revoke everything in a one go. Like, we will not remove, or we cannot stop them watching mobiles within a day, na? So within a day or within a week, because they have spent almost 3 4 5 years watching mobiles. So how to overcome this? Tell them that for 15 minutes I will give you mobile. Please do whatever you have to do just in 15 minutes only, not more than that. That way you can limit watch time, screen time. Give them 15 minutes, 20 minutes. It is okay. Alright? So that way we can control their control this. Now we can reduce the screen time. Hope I have answered your question, Jayesh, and hope you will implement this on your child. Any other questions? Any parents? So now it's a Q&A session. So feel free to ask me any questions. I will try to answer. Thank you, Jayesh. So parents, those watching, if you are not subscribed my channel, please subscribe it, and like, subscribe, and share so that I can get the motivation to come up with such more sessions in future. Any other questions? Now I'm opening this for Q&A. So whatever I have spoken so far, if you have any questions on this, please feel free to ask me now. Any question, Fukran, Anuradha? So hope you have liked this session. Yeah, good question, Anuradha. How to understand the children's mind? So, understanding children's mind is not that tough to understand, because what is going in their mind, sometimes, like, when we are conscious, then we can understand what is going in their mind. Hmm. So for example, like, if your child, so as a mother, no, you are more, I would say, conscious. Now, as a mother, you can quickly understand what is going in your child's mind. For you it is not tough. Hmm. For you it is very easy, because you are a mother. No? For you to understand what is going on in your child's mind is very easy. And since you have asked this question, so for that I would say Sometimes, we have to probe them, you have to ask question. So when you ask question, what kind of reply you are getting, based on that you can understand what is going on in his mind, in your child's mind. So best thing is to probe, to question. If you are not able to understand what is going on in his mind, but you are suspicious that something is going on in his mind, and I have to understand this, then politely and cleverly you have to ask such questions. What has happened in your school today? Is someone shouted on you? Your teacher shouted on you? Or your friends have said something wrong to you? That way you have to probe them, you have to question them, so that way they will open up. Huh? In order to open up somebody, we have to ask questions, then only you will come to know what is going on in their mind. It is not like applicable only for child. This trick you can apply to anyone. Huh? Through asking, while asking question, people get open up and start answering. Thank you. Any other question? Okay, if no questions, then I will end up today's session. So please feel free to post any questions in future also for the same video. I will try to answer those questions. Okay. So thank you so much everyone for joining today's session. So I'm ending up this session. Hope you have liked it and you have enjoyed the session. Please feel free to give me feedback also, so that I can improve myself, because this is also first time I am giving, coming on YouTube live, live streaming actually, YouTube live once I did it. Mm. So please feel free to let me know. So thank you so much everyone for joining today's session. So I'm ending up. Thank you. Bye everyone. See you in the next video. Thank you.